passion, power in my chest. Every punch declares I'm striving for the best. Dodging through the shadows, letting every blow. Heavyweight dreams in the spotlight's glow. Whoa. I'm the king of the ring. I'm the king of the ring.
Kia ora team, and welcome back to Big Boys Boxing. I'm Jono, your host. Don't forget, on your way in, please hit that thumbs up and subscribe to the channel if you haven't already. So, it's time to break down the main event of this week's card. The fight between the up-and-comer Moses Itauma and the body snatcher, or this time, he's the baby snatcher, Whyte. So let's look at these fighters. So, Moses Itauma, he is 12-0 with 10 KOs. He's 20 years old. He is 6'4.5", it says here, but he's 6'5". I know he's 6'5". Nobody can argue with me that anymore. I've had lots of arguments. People telling me he's 6'2". Someone tried to tell me he's 6 foot. Someone tried to tell me he's 6'3". No, he's taller than Whyte. Whyte is 6 foot on the dot. He's an inch taller. He's 6'5". Alright, 79-inch reach. We know his last fight was Mike Balogun. Easily won that one. Dempsey McKean before that. Easy win as well. Marius Whyte, and that's an interesting one. Marius Whyte has fought a who's who of everybody, and he said this kid by far is the best fighter he's ever been in the ring with. Marius Whyte is very hard to stop usually. Granted, he is well past his best. He's getting well long in the tooth, but he still got stopped in the second round. And prior to that, man, don't bother mentioning really any more names here. There's nothing else really worth mentioning. Okay, so quick look at Whyte, the body snatcher. Right, 31-3. He's been stopped 3 times, all by uppercuts. Once by Tyson Fury, once by Alexander Povetkin, and once by Anthony Joshua. He has 21 KOs in his wins. He's 6'4". He has a 78-inch reach. Alright, so his last fight was Ebenezer Tete. Old Titty. He didn't look great. He went the distance, got the win. Oh no, RTD in 7. I thought it went the distance. Oh, can't remember. Jeez, my brain is really getting old. Before that, Christian Hammer. That was kind of a tune-up fight. It still looked out of shape. Wasn't televised. And Christian Hammer, sometimes he comes to fight, sometimes he didn't. This time he didn't. Jermaine Franklin. That was the comeback fight, wasn't it? After the Tyson Fury loss. That one went the distance. Jermaine Franklin has never been stopped. He's durable, he's got quick hands, but he's got no power, and he's too fat for his feet, pretty much. So, take what you will from it. The fight before that was that Tyson Fury fight where he finally got his world title shot that he'd been chasing for so long. The WBC messed him around. He got that fight, and then he got stopped in the 6th with an uppercut. I think this Whyte, who fought Alexander Povetkin the second time, might even be gone. You know, the first time he got sparked there, after putting Povetkin down like 4 times, got reckless, got caught with a hook to the body, and then the left uppercut inside from Povetkin, the Mike Tyson style, but on the other side. And I think that's what's broken Whyte, and ever since we hadn't seen the same guy who fought Oscar Rivas, the same guy who knocked out Derek Chisora. Mind you, in that second fight, Dillian was losing that fight convincingly up until he got that left uppercut, was it? I think it was a left uppercut or left hook, one or the other, that put Chisora to sleep in the 11th round. So it was what it was. And this one here, this Joseph Parker, the win on paper is the best win he has in his career, in my opinion. Granted, this is a different Joseph Parker to what we got these days, but it was. He's got some good wins over, I mean, at the time, Lucas Brown was pretty good at the time, but, you know, it is what it is. And, yeah, the first Derek Chisora fight, that was a great fight to watch, that one. Dave Allen, I mean, there's a whole lot of names on this record for Dillian Whyte, but his last 3 fights, 1, 2, but at least the last 2 fights, he has looked like a shot fighter. Way too much weight. Didn't look like he was really trained up properly. You know, the stories have gone that he's had a lot of personal stuff go on in his life recently, and that contributed to him not coming into the ring in very good shape most of the time. Now, we'll leave the look at the fighters there and we'll move on to my thoughts on how the fight's gonna go. So, let's do it. So, when this fight was first announced, the instant thought was, oh, why did Dillian take that fight? He's looked like arse. He's going to get murdered straight away. Most people are thinking 1 or 2 rounds. And, you know, this fight was announced after Dillian had missed out on a fight. He was supposed to be the opponent for Joe Joyce instead of Filip Hrgovic, who jumped in at late notice. But Dillian had an accident in the gym. Some weights had rolled across the floor and he'd stopped them, and his hand got stuck between 2 weights and sliced pretty bad, squished. So he had somewhat been training for that fight, and he knew very well what Joe Joyce was, and he would have had to train fairly hard. So I imagine he was actually in somewhat reasonable shape before he injured his hand. This all helped with the condition he's in now, because I've just watched the final press conference and he does look in very good shape. Not quite the old Dillian Whyte, but pretty damn close. The thing is here, we do get persuaded sometimes by a fighter's shape, especially someone who's been such a fat ass for so long and not seemed motivated at all, and then he turns around, gets these opportunities in big fights, and he turns up to the press conference, and it'll be good to see in the weigh-in tomorrow in tip-top shape. He's trying to give himself the very best chance of winning this fight against this young monster. However, we cannot forget Father Time is undefeated. It's pretty damn hard to turn the clock back once you get into your late 30s, especially when you're trying to turn the clock back more than 5 years. Alright, so myself, I've been guilty in the past sometimes when it gets close to the fight and you look at all the little bits that contribute to how a fighter might perform in this. I'm being persuaded, you know, I feel like the facts are trying to persuade me to give Dillian Whyte a hell of a lot more of a chance than I was going to give him when this fight was announced. New information, right? But it keeps banging on the inside of my skull. I'm thinking Father Time is undefeated. Father Time affects reflexes. It affects durability. It affects speed. The last thing to go was power. Yes, we know Dillian has some power, but by crikey, this boy has got speed. He's got youth. He's got power. He's got skill. He's a southpaw. He's knocking everybody out. Dillian, granted, is a much higher level fighter than, say, Dempsey McKean. But Dempsey was awkward and difficult for every other person he's faced until he came across Moses Itauma. Got knocked out in one round. Now Dillian's going to have a lot more tricks up his sleeve than Dempsey McKean. But he gets touched on that chin by this young fella. I don't know what's left when it comes to durability with Dillian Whyte. Even though he's in a lot better physical condition, which will definitely help. Once your chin's cracked, your chin's cracked. And let's be frank about it. He hasn't just been stopped 3 times. He's been knocked the fuck out 3 times. So that's definitely gonna play a part in my eyes. Now, like I said, Dillian has definitely given himself the best chance he could give himself by getting in this type of shape. But I think having been out of shape for so long and then coming into shape, I don't know, is he used to his new body again yet? I don't know. I don't think so. And I think the speed and this power and the precision, also the calmness, and he seems to really have his head screwed on, does Moses Itauma. He's got Ben Davison in his corner. He's down with analysing everything, and Ben says he's doing everything he's told. He's a great student. Ben says there's nobody in the heavyweight division that Itauma isn't ready for, including Usyk. So shit. Of course he's got to say these things because he's the coach, but I don't know. It's hard not to take him serious, you know. So Dillian's playing cool, calm, collected, respectful. I mean, Moses isn't trying to rub him up the wrong way. It's usually what gets Dillian going. But I think Dev Sani said in the press conference, "Are you playing the sheep to catch the wolf?" Dillian says there ain't no sheep here, we're all wolves here, and so on and so forth. But I think Dev might be somewhat right, you know. Dillian's been coming out with, "I'm an old man, you should be helping me carrying my groceries across the road to young Itauma," and all this shit, you know. He's quite enjoying being written off because there's no pressure on him, all the pressure's on Moses, and shit, it could play a part too. This is the first time Moses has been the headline act on a big show. It's got to be pretty overwhelming for the young fella, but you know, once they get in that ring and the big lights are hot, is he going to be able to handle the pressure? What's Dillian going to do? I did see Buddy McGirt, his coach, had a quick little interview, and they want to make it a fight. You know, they want to try and rough up the young guy, make him feel uncomfortable, and try and take him deep. But I don't know. So a lot of people think it's going to be 1 or 2 rounds. I don't think it's quite going to be that quick. I see quite a lot of people are putting their finger on round 4. I think that's okay. 4, 5, and 6 I think is about, by the time Itauma settles down a bit in the first couple of rounds, figures out what Dillian's trying to do. I think the speed, the precision, the in and out is going to be too much for Whyte. He's going to get broken down, and then it's going to be one shot clip, and he's going to be hurting down. I think he'll get up. Maybe in the 4th this will happen. He'll get up and make it out of the rest of the round. But come the 5th round, there's going to be another big shot land at the start of the 5th. And maybe Dillian might get up one more time and then get stopped proper in the 5th. I think it's going to be a straight left or an Ivan hook, like Usyk's Ivan hook. That big overhand left. Moses likes to set up to the body with a jab to the body. Dillian will know what he's trying to do with everything he's doing. He's a wily old dog, but I really don't think there's a lot he's going to be able to do about it. He's going to try to punch with Moses, but Moses is too quick. If Moses has got his head screwed on, if he's in range, he's got to keep his left hand up by his chin, or keep his left hand up by his chin and be wary of that left hook. He likes to have the low lead hand with his right hand, so you can have that up if you're using your left, so on and so forth. He'll be very aware of that left hook, but I really don't think there's a lot Dillian's going to be able to do about the speed and precision of this guy. You saw the first 2 rounds way back when he fought Parker, the first 2 rounds before the head clash that messed Parker's equilibrium up. He was getting pieced up all over the place by the speed. I think Moses has a bit more power to go with that speed as well, so I think it's going to be a real problem. I think it's round 5, Moses Itauma knocks out Dillian Whyte. Dillian Whyte's going to try, and I'll give him credit for taking this fight, and he'll step in there with anybody if the terms are right. I hope he gets really well paid for this, because I think he could get hurt really bad here. I hope he doesn't. Best of luck to both men. You got my prediction. What do you reckon's going to happen? Let me know your thoughts, and we'll get some conversation going in the chat below. Today, I'm going to leave a little song at the end of this video. You can have a listen. I wrote it with a bit of AI. It's about Alexander the Great. So, listen, let me know what you think of the song. I'm Jono from Big Boys Boxing. That's all from me today. I'll catch you in the next one. I'm out. Sue!
He's a king in the arena. Ooh, step aside. Throwing hooks so fast like thunder collide. Ball slip, slide, counter punch, make him sway. Alexander don't play, nah, he don't delay. Ooh yeah, Alexander the Great, undisputed champ. Throw that lightning jab like a thunderclap. Iron hook, oh, he got that hook, knock him down, one look, yeah, they all shook. He's got that footwork smooth like silk. In the heavyweight game, he's the cream of the milk. Top shelf, comes up high, but his guard's so loose. Moves so funky, got the crowd seduced. He's a maestro, a pro, on the stage he glows. Ring lights flashing, he steals the show. Alexander the Great, undisputed champ. Throw that lightning jab like a thunderclap. Slip, slide, counter punch. Oh, what a vibe, heavyweight king, he's worldwide. Let's put a baseline pound, dubstep funk in the boxing round. From the bell to the bell, he's a knockout sound. Alexander the Great, yeah, he's world renowned. Alexander the Great, undisputed champ. Throw that lightning jab like a thunderclap. Iron hook, oh, he got that hook, knock him down, one look, yeah, they all shook. He's got that footwork smooth like silk. In the heavyweight game, he's the cream of the milk. Top shelf, comes up high, but his guard's so loose. Moves so funky, got the crowd seduced. He's a maestro, a pro, on the stage he glows. Ring lights flashing, he steals the show. Alexander the Great, undisputed champ. Throw that lightning jab like a thunderclap. Pop out, slip, slide, counter punch. Oh, what a vibe, heavyweight king, yeah, he's worldwide. Boom, boom, let the bassline pound. Dubstep funk in the boxing round. From the bell to the bell, he's a knockout sound. Alexander the Great, yeah,